there we go. It's on. What's your deal? There we go. Come on. Don't let me down now. That still looks too big. If you look on the size of the canvas, it still looks too big. I don't know what's up with that. Why is it trying to print it too big? Yeah, way to go, dummy. Alright, let's try this now. Okay, so this stream is way different than a video game stream. In the video game, it's pretty straightforward. You play, you do a mission, you either fail the mission or you complete it. But you don't have things that are out of your control that you have to kind of adapt to sometimes. All right, it's ready to go. Cut. Let's cut it. Let's cut it. All right, all right, all right. Who's ready for that? Who's ready for Valentine's tomorrow? I know these shoes are. They can't wait to be together at last, like they were always meant to be. Aw, isn't that cute? They were made for tomorrow. Hopefully they'll get used. Right? I hope they get used tomorrow. I think it'll be fine if they get worn. They're just missing the final touch, which is the clear coat. I'm glad you love them. I would be disappointed if you didn't love them. So Zinky, how was your day today? How you doing? Did you have a good day? Everything go the way you had planned? Or did you have anything go out of whack for you? I don't think you want to stare at a blank iPad all day. But yeah, so far, sí, qué bueno, mijo. Yeah, there's some areas where you can see a little bit of the blue behind, like the squid, and behind the seaweed. But I mean, some spots it doesn't look bad actually. It looks kind of cool. So I'm not sure if I'm too worried about going in and touching that up. I think I might leave it be just to give it that artistic aesthetic. If you know what I mean. So yeah, let me take these off since I'm not going to use these. But now I need to make sure that when I print the seaweeds and the squids, that on the other shoe they're the same size as this. That's going to be the fun part. Because we don't want the other shoe to have these smaller and these smaller. That'll look off. It'll look weird. Alright, our print is ready. See, it doesn't take too long. It was a simple cut, so it didn't really affect it too bad. Let me know if anyone has any music requests. I can change the music if you want. I can't hear anything. So I was able to get the audio work for you guys. But now the audio, I can't hear it. So that's why I have to keep asking, how does it sound? MacBooks are not meant for streaming. Which is a shame. You would think Apple would be on top of that train. They're usually on top of every train. Okay, I think this is going to be it. Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if this size is going to work. Because if not, then I'm going to spray the gradient on the other shoe. I'm not printing again. I cleaned my airbrush today beforehand as well. Just gotta get in that habit of always keeping it clean. Even though I was at Hobby Lobby today drooling at some Iwata airbrushes. They're like the Cadillac of airbrushes. But not today, not today. There we go, okay. So you can see most of his head, his body, and his feet. There we go. It worked. Yes. All right. Okay. So that's good. And now Mr. Squid and Cheep Cheep are going to be in proportion with him. Yeah, they're not too big, not too small. I think they're just the right size. But let me do something for science. Let me do something for science real quick. And tell me what you think. So we got the original squid right here, right? Where did I take the Cheep Cheep off? I did. So where did the Cheep Cheep go? They're just disappearing around here. Oh no, there he is. He's right here. Alright. Oh, he's bent a little bit, but I think that's fine. That's right, because I creased him when I put him on the shoe. That's why. Let's go. Oop, no, that fell off. That fell off. See, so this squid right here was the original squid. I thought if I shrunk him down, if I shrunk Mario down, that it was going to look funny if these two were a little bit bigger. But actually, it's not going to look that bad, to be honest. Because he's still bigger, so that's not that big of a deal. Right? Of course, he's the main character. You want all the attention on him. But, yeah. No, I think that's going to work. Okay. So now, like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace these shapes out. Again, it's mainly so I can have good placement of the characters. If I just go in and start drawing it, I could potentially lose the placement of the characters. But after I draw them in there, after I trace them in there, then I'm going to go and freehand the characters. I need to press down on this pen a little bit more too so I can see the ink. Last night I was having a little bit of trouble seeing the ink. But I think because this the paint is a little bit dry now, it's gonna be better this time for me to see the ink. And of course, better lighting would help. But again, like everything, right? I've gotta put that on the wish list. I need to make a wish list. I know some other streamers have wish lists. I need to make that happen. I don't know if you have to be an affiliate to put that on your site though. If anyone who's in here is streaming, let me know if you need to be affiliate to put a wish list. I haven't looked that up yet. Yeah, in these dark areas, it's hard to see the mark. But it's not too bad because I kind of have a general idea what the shape should be. I'm glad you can see a little bit of his web feet. I was bummed if we weren't going to be able to get that in there. All right. That's his little hand. All right, I think we got everything. What's interesting is I'm using a Copic multi-liner pen, and I've seen, yo, Jordo, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by again, sir. You're just in time to see the Super Mario start to get placed on the shoe. Are you guys getting down with some Modern Warfare tonight? I saw the supposed Blackout game mode coming out. That looks pretty awesome. Yeah, you played a few games? I don't know, man. I mean, it was fun for a little bit, but I don't know, I can't get into it that much anymore. There we go. I can see that black ink. All right. I'm hoping the new blackout mode is like the way Call of Duty Blackout was. That was awesome. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I really wish I could play that Tarkov game, man. That one looks awesome. Looks like super realistic though. I don't even know what's going on half the time. Hope everyone's staying nice and warm this evening, wherever you're at. It's a little chilly where we are. Not too bad. I have to be really careful here so I can make sure I see the light. The outline of the guy. Okay, I need to outline this Cheep Cheep here. I really wish I had a white wax pencil. I hope it drops next Saturday. Oh, okay. I hope so too. I read an article online earlier saying that they might drop Friday, but I highly doubt that. The internet, right? Am I right? Although I do believe if it's on the internet, it's true. Sarcasm. Cheep, 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 cheep. Cheep, 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 cheep. I wonder how many species of Cheep Cheep there are. Let me look that up. I tried to look up how many sea creatures there are in Super Mario. Not that many came up. It was Cheep Cheep the squid, and like this spiky bomb-looking thing. I don't even remember what those were called. Anyone remember the old school underwater level in the first Mario? It used to be my favorite level. That one and the first time when you would go underground. When the music changed, you're like, whoa, what's going on? Little 8-bit characters beeping and booping away. Beeping and booping. Yeah, this Cheep Cheep's gonna be hard. I can barely see it. Oh no. I guess that's what I get for going with a really dark seaweed, huh? Dang it. Oh well. I'll have to just make do. At least I can see most of Mario. He's nice and bright. I think I have a paint marker that has white paint, but the tip isn't very thin. It's super thick, so it'll be hard to keep that line from spreading too much. Plus it's paint, right? So I don't want it to spread everywhere. It's the last thing I want. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to make do with that. I don't think we're gonna see this guy's other foot, right? Yeah, so this curve just curves back. Well, if I draw a little harder, you can see the line. But let me go ahead and start freehanding Mario in. I can, like I said, if I press a little harder, I can see the line a little bit better. So I'm gonna do that with the Cheep Cheep. But first, let me get Mario drawn up in here. Okay. So this was part of his nose, right here. So his nose comes right here, right here, right here. This is where his little chin is. So his little chin comes in right here. And then it comes up like that. His nose does a big old turn right here with his big old nose. Comes in right here. Again, this is all freehand, so wish me luck. And then his head, well, his frog eyes come up here. His head is like right here. His head is right here. And then the frog suit comes around like that. And his eyeball is right here. Yep, there we go. Eyeball's there. Comes back down his nose. His other eyeball is right here. It's a little bit bigger for some reason. I guess because of the angle. And then the froggy suit comes back around right below his chin. And there's a little hair in the frog suit. It's okay if we get a little bit of the pin lines out of whack. It's not going to be a big deal. He's got a big old mustache just hanging out. Went up all the way around here. Right. And then he's got his eyeballs here, looking that way. And his look almost looks cross-eyed. Hopefully that'll come all cross-eyed in here. And then we got that right there. So there we go, there's that. And then, for some reason, his little hand didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to. Because he's got a little dip right here. And then he's got the froggy suit arm right there. And then he's got his little fingers coming in. Alright, and then you can see a little line from his glove. I don't know if you can see that. Next time I really need to just mask this area out so it's white. White or gray to make it better. That's what I'm going to do on the next shoe. I'm going to make it work this time, but for the next shoe, I'm going to cap this area out. I think that's what we need to do. So, and then from there, his arm comes in right here, not that much further in, and then right here, little froggy arm. That's his big fat froggy thumb right here, and then his gloves, his white gloves, and his hand is supposed to come out a little bit. He's got his fat little fingers just hanging out. There we go. All right. Now, I don't know if it's just me. His eyeballs, the froggy eyeballs seem off. Wonder why that is. Let me see something real quick. So this one come about right here, right? And then this would come right there. Oh no, that's good. That's good. Because that's a frog eyeball right there. And then same thing here. This goes down here. And the same thing with a little eyeball right there. And there we go. We got a Froggy Mario. You see that? I hope so. Now we got this little squid guy back here. I got him traced out okay. I just need to go back in and fill him in. But his eyeball, you got like a more of a little sharp pointy, little flappy arm. And then his eyeballs are like inside this circle. Inside the circle right there. And he's just got two circles with a dot in them basically. So I'm probably going to have to freehand that in with paint. Alright. Cheap Cheep is going to be super pain in the butt. Oh, let me see something real quick. I need to see if this is going to work, if this helps. know if y'all can see that. Not really. Not really helping that. Okay, thank you. Let me see if I can make this work real quick, and if not, then I'll grab those pins. I just probably need to trace a little bit harder on this guy. Where did he go? Oh, there he is right there. Wants to stick to my fingers. Okay, let's just trace a little bit harder. See if we can be able to see this. But now we know why it's super important to block out the white or gray space for your characters. You can't just paint and then jump right into it and expect your characters to come out right. But I have another solution in mind. Oops. Okay. Now, let's paint Mr. Frog's suit. Let's get some green going. How about that? Is this green still good? Let's find out. I think I made this green. Oh shoot, this was probably last week, huh? When I was doing those vans. Yeah. But it's still green, so it's all good. I don't have to use another cup. I can use the same cup. Where's the green? Where's the green? All right, we got the green. I got my new white, my new black paint, by the way, so that's awesome. Gonna need to order like a freaking industrial size white though. That stuff runs out pretty quick, and I should know that. I went to art school. I should know white and black are the ones you always buy the most of, because they go out so quick. You use it to mix other colors, make things lighter and darker. But I think they sell like a freaking huge half-gallon size of the paint. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Now the green in the picture is more like a, I don't know, like a forest green. But I don't really like that color. I don't think that goes well, especially with the blues that we got going on. I think it needs to be a little bit of brighter green. Man, this white is thick. Look at that. I'm barely tapping it and it doesn't even want to nudge. That's crazy. Wonder why. Anyways. Okay, let's mix this up. See what kind of green we get. Hopefully it pops a little bit. Just a little bit more brighter. That's what we want. So what's everybody doing tonight? Just hanging out? Just chilling, watching the stream? Or are you doing something else while you watch? Am I just kind of background noise for you? Anyone laying down, going to bed? I've fallen asleep to a couple of streams sometimes. I don't know why. I think just the talking and the sound kind of helps your mind not think about other crap. And then you can go to bed. I got paint all over me now. Make sure I don't touch the freaking shoes with that. Alright. Okay, get this paint off. Get this paint off. There we go. Just relaxing. What are you watching on your phone? Just watching the stream? That's what's up. Okay, we got our little paintbrush here. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is just kind of outline where the suit is. And then I think I'm going to go back over it with black just to help the character. Okay, that's what's up. How's the, for those, I think all of you on the phone, if you're on the phone, how's the resolution and the stream coming through? Is it glitchy? Is it acting up, or is it pretty decent? It's hard to tell. You can't really, I mean, I can test it on my phone, But I also have to be the one on the stream doing things to make sure the feed is coming through, so it's kind of hard to test. They should kind of give you a way to test. I don't know why they don't. All right, I appreciate it, Jordan. So yeah, this comes all the way around here. All right, there we go. Anyone got any plans this weekend? We're gonna go camping. Should be fun. I haven't gone camping in a long time. Like legit camping, sleeping in a tent, not sleeping in a cabin or anything like that. No, a straight up tent. And it's supposed to be a little chilly, so that's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I love sleeping in the cold though. I can't sleep in the hot, like in the summer when you're camping and you're all hot. Yeah, that doesn't go good for me. I need some cool breeze. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the Mario and the squid I'm not worried about. It's the Cheep Cheep that I think is gonna be causing me some problems here. But we'll figure it out. We'll get it straight away. No problem at all. I'm curious, maybe I'm going to need to go with the lighter green. I don't know. Hard to tell. This paint doesn't usually take long to dry. And so, because of that, you're able to tell a little bit quicker how well how bright the color is. There we go. So I think as soon as I'm done painting kind of like the character areas, I'll be able to quickly tell. I also need to remember where my outline's going to be. We're going to Choke Canyon. Have you ever been there? I've never been there. I've heard about it for years, but I've never been. It's supposed to be a really great lake. About an hour away from here. I ain't gonna lie, I did try to book a cabin, but they were out. No? Y'all go camping at all? No? I bet you there's some nice spots out where you're at. Especially on the river and stuff. Alright, let me keep this black line here. Sorry if I'm blocking the view. Just trying to really make sure I get this detail right. I don't want to block the view. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good there. Okay, cool. So there's his little arm. Now we gotta get his little froggy feet. I think the feet are really what sell this character. The feet and the eyes. Just make sure I gotta get him right. Leave a little space for the black outline. And then when I do the black outline, I can just go back and touch it up. Maybe that's what I need to do with Cheep Cheep. Nail the black outline down. That way you can really see it. And then kind of mask out where I want everything to be. Because technically I can make the stencils where it has some of these knockout shapes too. But that's just more prep work for me. Not something I was trying to do. I need to kind of also practice being able to just adapt on the fly and be able to fix the designs as needed, not have to rely so much on stencils and all that. I don't know. I think that green is too dark. I don't know if